almost stumbled through my words there. Today we're doing a unique MLM, and I felt it would be good to listen in on the Zoom call considering it was from this past June. And the MLM is Red Aspen. So we're going to hear from these top leaders, I believe, and see what they have to say. I already started listening to part of it, so I already disagree with quite a bit of what they had to say. And I'll also be pulling up in this video their comp plan as well and showing what it is. So I hope you enjoy, and here's the video.
We have answering questions tonight. So really quickly, Tara has been in, I'll start with her. Tara's been, oh my gosh, this is giving me so much trouble. Tara has been in direct sales for actually a long time. She and I actually started I think a couple of weeks apart from each other in Red Aspen, but she like soared to the top because she's absolutely phenomenal. She kills it in this business and is like the most encouraging person ever. She has 2 boys, and as you might have heard at the beginning of this conversation, she is a traveling baseball mom to the T. So that's fun. Yes. All the things. But the beauty in that is you can still run a business like this on the baseball field or, in your free time or that kind of thing. So you can run it anywhere. And Tara is a prime example of that with her 2 kids. So that's a little blip about her. A little blip about me is I've also been in direct sales for a really long time. Direct sales has changed so much since I got into it. I have been into it, I think, 14 years. And that's when we did like the in-home parties.
Anyone else sad that she's been in, to know that she's been in for 14 years, like I can't imagine how much money has gone into whatever MLM she's been in. Like that, in my opinion, that is just sad. I feel like it's a never ending, like a rat race almost of what they go through. And I don't know if they realize how much they get sucked into this, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll get it, and then they do it for forever, and you're like, please stop, just get a regular job. That's all I have to say.
And that's just a whole different way of doing things than what Red Aspen does. And we'll dive into that a little bit later. But I love the opportunity that this can do for women and how it can just give them something else. If it's a financial gain, great. If it's just a fun thing to do from being a mom, if it's just whatever the reason might be, I love what this type of business does just for women in general. I have 3 kids myself. They're 9, 7, and 5. And we will be diving into the travel soccer here in a bit because both of my kids made travel soccer teams on different clubs. So I'm going to be like, So anywho, that's a little background about us. I wanted to keep it really short and simple because I know for anybody who might be here or for anybody who's listening to the recorded version, you're here to hear about what Red Aspen is about, what makes us unique, what sets us apart from different companies, different products, that kind of thing. So we're going to dive into it. We're going to keep it kind of short. If you have any questions, there is a chat feature. So go ahead and type it into the chat feature, and I will try to keep an eye on that as we're kind of answering questions. And we can kind of also do a Q&A at the end of this for anyone who I'll go through those questions. And if we don't answer them throughout this, then you can obviously chime in, unmute yourself, and go into that. So I'll kind of get started off. I know we're going to kind of do some questions right now that are kind of the most asked questions. So we might not answer the question that you might have, and that's fine. Just type it in there and we'll do so. But these are kind of the ones that we always usually get the most of. So first and foremost, I think everybody is like, okay, well, how much is it to join? Which is the biggest question because that's an investment, right? You're putting money out of your pocket, not knowing.
I don't think they ever realize, when they say, that's the biggest question. Do you realize why people ask this? Why that's the biggest question? Do they not realize how that is the biggest question? Do they not see that? I don't know, because maybe you like to prey on those who have no money for some reason and tell them to go sell stuff or whatever to get the money to do it, when in reality they just sold stuff to make money. So maybe they should just keep the money for themselves, in my opinion, because they don't really need to do that if they have already made money. They don't need to do that. They just sell stuff they don't need. Like, why would you spend more money on something that in reality you don't need? Or like spending money to do something that's not going to really in all reality be beneficial, because you're just going to put more money into it, and normally in this area you lose money, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's why people ask how much, because it does matter. They may have kids, they may have other things going on, so I don't get why that's an issue, but okay.
If you're going to get it back quickly, if you're going to get it back at all, that kind of thing. So Red Aspen really wants to make it easy for somebody to start a business. And the way that they do that is with 3 different join kits. So they have one that's a $49 join kit, which is insanely affordable. Like I don't even think you can grasp starting your own business for $49 is truly mind-blowing. I mean, I've been in a lot of companies. There was one that had like $1,000 startup cost. There was one that had a $500 startup cost. It's very it's not common at all to have a $49 startup cost. And what you get with that is 3 months of your website for free. You get product to try out some of our top selling products you get with it. And you get so much training just right off the bat that you can just, I mean, when you're starting something like this, your brain is like a sponge. It's just like you're sucking everything in and you're trying to learn as much as you can. And Red Aspen has really kind of laid that out for you and made it so that, yes, you're trying to gets tons of information, but they've set it out so you can do that in your own time.
I do find it funny, like when we always say that they're the product of the product, like when the MLM says you have to be the product of the product. Like, where in any other job, when you go to that job, do you have to be the product of their product? Because they could have many products. So do they expect you to have all those products on hand in order to start the job? No. They need you to have experience, not love the product. Like, I don't know how they don't see the correlation of like a regular job. You just need experience. So if I've done housekeeping and like thrift store work most of my life, yeah, I have experience in that. So that's why I do those jobs. But I don't need to be a product of the product in my own home. Like, I don't need to be a housekeeper like consistently in my own home because, well, being a stay-at-home mom, I just do it because it's part of the house. Or like, I don't like to just thrift because it's just something I like to do, but like, I don't have to be the product of that because I work at a thrift store. So you know what I mean? Like the correlation of like, you have to do what we give you to buy. You have to be that product. Why do you have to be that product? I don't get that. Like, I don't see how they don't see that get that realization of you have to be that product. You have to use that product, only that product, and that product only ever in your life. No matter how absorbently overpriced it is.
And you can do that just with certain trainings of certain things that will just help you get started off the bat so that's not super overwhelming. I hope that makes sense. So they start off with a join kit of $49. Then there's one that's $99. And then there's one that's $199. And the difference between those two is really just the product, how much product you're going to get off the bat. $49, you're getting a couple things of product. $99, you're getting a few more. And then $199, you're getting even more product to just try out. And I mean, you're in a business that you're selling products. So you really want to kind of dive into that as much as possible and that kind of thing. So that's probably the number one question that we get. I would say probably the number 2 question is, what kind of commission do you get? Do you have to have a team? What kind of discount do you get? Like, those are kind of some of the most questions that we get, but I'll just focus on the commission one, which is you can just sell, or you can sell and have a team. So you don't
and I'm going to pause it right here because I will be inserting the comp plan in here because I am very bad, I will admit. I'm very bad at explaining comp plans. They confuse the heck out of me, but at least we'll show you what their comp plan looks like. I will add it to the video. So just so you know, it's going to be in this video somewhere. So you all know what they're talking about.
Don't have to have a team and build that. Obviously, if you do have a team, you're going to make more money in these type of businesses just because of how the structure is laid out. No, it is not a pyramid scheme. What?
And again, the fallacy that they use is pyramid schemes are illegal. Like other things in life aren't illegal, and they still happen. Make it make sense. Like, are people just not in jail anymore now because apparently pyramid schemes were illegal? Like, does that stop people from doing it? No. So, in my opinion, it's a very irrelevant and illogical argument to use.
Whatsoever, those are illegal. So just FYI. But the commission that you get is actually based off of your sales. So right off the bat, you're going to get 25% commission up until you hit, shoot, I wish I remember the breakdown, $1,200, I think it is. It ranges from 25% to 35%. And you get a max 35% when you hit 4,000 in sales. So we'll just say that because I won't do the breakdown for you. It's not complicated by any means, but it's just depending on what your sales are. Starting at $0, you get 25% commission, all the way up to 4,000 or more sales, you'll get 35% commission. So hopefully that helps answer that question. As far as the commission on your downline, that is a lot of different percentages that I'm not even going to go into, but you do get a commission.
Which more than likely means none of those people are going to be making any money, and if they made any money, it's about probably on average like $5 or so, maybe at max $500 in a year. So it's not normally worth it. But we'll pull up the comp plan to see what it says then.
And a paycheck based off of your downline and all of that. So that's pretty cool too.
And can I add to that, Gretchen? I just want to say, because I didn't realize this until like I actually was in with Red Aspen, and I didn't really understand the different compensation plans and all the different types that are out there. But I would like to say, like with Red Aspen, one thing that I learned right away was that we get paid commission dollar for dollar. So there is no, there's no like wholesale resale type stuff at all here. So I know a lot of people will say, oh, you can make 50% commission. But is it dollar for dollar? Are they making commission on dollar for dollar, or are they only making commission on 50% of what, or 50 cents to the dollar? You know, it can get very, very gray as far as that goes. And so I love that it's very black and white here at Red Aspen. It's dollar for dollar from day one, no monthly minimums. You are making money. You're making that commission right from the get-go.
Yes, that is a perfect piggyback on that. So if you just hopped on, don't forget to mute yourself. I can do that from my phone, or I can do that from my computer, but I don't think I can do that from here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can. I just figured it out. That's a really good piggyback on that, because that is so very true. Whenever you sell a $13 nail dash, you get paid on that $13 nail dash. It's not like, oh, the wholesale amount is $7 and you get paid on the 7, but you make 50% on the 7. But yeah, so that's a great point. I'm so glad you brought that up. So that kind of carries into what kind of discount do we get? The discount is really fun because Red Aspen really took and looked at so many different things of how it's going to benefit you as a business owner. And so what they did is they said, you know what, we want to make sure that that our people are getting paid on the retail amount. And so what that does is you get a discount, but you don't get it up front. So like some companies, you'll pay the wholesale amount, right? And then you'll get the commission on that wholesale amount. Well, what Red Aspen does is, as an ambassador, you buy the product full price, which means you get a discount and a commission off of that full price value. And then you'll get a 25% discount the next month in your paycheck, or a 35% discount. However much your sales were is what your discount is going to be. And so that basically will get paid back to you in a paycheck form. And that just kind of makes it so that you don't feel pressured to give a discount to friends and family. If you want to, that's totally fine, but it'll be out of your pocket up front, and then you'll get reimbursed the next month in your paycheck. But it just kind of allows you to be like, oh, it's because I have so many people that are like, well, do you have a friends and family discount? And certain people I will do that with, especially if they're really close friends or if they're really close family. Others I'll be like, oh, you know what? No, we don't have that, just because that does come out of my pocket up front. I don't tell them that. You don't have to tell them that, but that's kind of how they structured that, so that it would take the pressure of having to constantly give a discount to your close friends and family if you didn't want to, and just be able to reap the benefits to help you out in your business thus far. Hopefully that answers that question. The next one we get is, how many hours a week do you really put in to your business? Because with Red Aspen, which kind of actually goes into the next question, we don't do in-home parties. You can. That's just something that we have not put a whole lot of focus.
Considering this is during the pandemic still, and because obviously we're still in a pandemic, the fun stuff that it likes to be called. But still, the fact that they're talking about this like in-home, I don't like that idea, because I would prefer to be staying healthy and staying safe. So in that aspect, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
Focus into, because it's not the sign of the times anymore. Home parties, they gone, right? Like nobody really wants to go to home parties anymore. It just is not the thing. So that's why we're a social selling company, which means a lot of our stuff is done on our phone or on Instagram or on Facebook. And we're just posting here and there, or we're touching base with customers, or we're doing what we call virtual pop-ups, which is basically the in-home party thing, but it's all online. So people can tune in their own convenience, in their own time, and take time out of that. So that was actually one of the questions that I had on here was, do you throw in-home parties? No, we do not specifically focus on that. We do more of the virtual thing because we're a social selling company. So how many hours a week do you put in? Really depends on what you want to get out of it, honestly.
I really hate this part that they do now, watching as many as I have, because a lot of people go into these under the impression that they can do it in their own time, which they should be able to, right? But the moment you join, you're no longer in control. You're no longer allowed to. You have to constantly be doing something for your upline. So it's sad because, like, not everyone's going to see it that way. But, like, it irks me because all these people go under the guise of, I get to do this as I want, like an actual legit side hustle or part-time, like, hobby type earn money now and then thing. Like, if I do my photography, I do YouTube, like, those are just side things that I now and then might, I get paid for photography more than anything else, but like doing those things, like, but I don't, like, I choose when I can. Granted, a lot of my clients kind of choose, but at the same time I choose because I want to take on those clients. But they don't get to choose, really. They are told, if you're not doing it, you're not working. Then why'd you say I could if that's not if that's not true? But if you're not working for the amount of hours that they say you can, it's not going to benefit them. So they want you to work all the time and be burnt out. That's not healthy. That's not good. I just don't like this argument.
If you're just kind of doing this as a hobby, you're just going to kind of be on your phone maybe 30 minutes a week. Maybe, because you're not touching base.
Why does that matter, though? Why?
Customers, you're not selling things actively, you're not promoting things, you're not doing all of these things that go with a business, you're not showcasing it online, you're not making these videos and that kind of thing. So if you're just doing it as a hobby and have a discount.
Okay, I have to stop it real quick. I won't stop it as much, but like the fact that she said that like irks the crap out of me. Like, who are you to tell them what they're not doing? How do you know that? And regardless if you don't know that, why are you condemning them for not doing it? You see what I mean? Like, how anyone else get irritated by this? I don't like it.
You're not going to put hardly anything in it. And what I put in it is even different than what Tara puts in it, because she's at a director status. She has a huge team under her. And she's working with the CEOs of the company and talking with them a lot. So what I put into my business
I thought you're business owners.
Each week looks different. Each time of the year looks different. Summertime for me is a lot less than, say, fall, Christmas timeframe, where you're really like jiving and trying to really promote the product and really capitalize on that holiday selling season. So I would say for me, at the level that I'm in, maybe 5 to 10 right now. Christmas time, I probably put in maybe 10 to 15. If it's a really crazy week like Black Friday, maybe 20, because I'm recording videos, I'm editing things, I'm doing things on my phone that might not be face to face on the screen, but it's editing videos that are going to then be posted later on down the road. Tara, you can probably jump in on that and kind of give a
I think this is such a hard question to answer, because it really just depends on how intentional you're being with your time too. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest it's one of my flaws, I will say, is that you can get sucked into a scroll hole real quick, you know. Mm-hmm. So you have to be intentional with your time. If you are only putting aside 20 minutes a day to work on your business, you have to make sure that you're doing a solid 20 minutes if you want to meet your goals, you know, like whatever your goal might be, you have to just be very intentional with it. And you just have to know, like, that, you know, for 15 minutes, I'm going to do this, then 15 minutes, I'm going to do this. And I know for me, it's easier to say that than actually do it, because I'm on my phone pretty much all day, whether I'm answering questions for people or I am, you know, just doing trainings, I'm prepping for trainings, I'm packing up orders, I am helping people with website problems, stuff like that. You know, it can be a lot, or it can be very little. It all really just depends on, you know, what you want from it, because you're going to get the amount of work that you put into it is going to go towards, obviously, your output.
I hate that argument still. They are so gaslighty about it, and it hurts so much, because I've been on the receiving end of gaslighting statements of, and like, and guilty. Like I'm still working on not doing those things, because it, like, growing up with like certain things like that, like those toxic people. So for them to say, like, you're not doing enough, so therefore you're failing, like, you don't get to decide that. Like, who told you were God on that? Why? I think they just get off on that idea. I just feel like they're just like a control aspect. They're like, yes, I am control. No, you're not. You're not all that.
With that too. So I feel like it's kind of like an obvious answer, but such a hard question to answer at the same time.
It is true. No, that's so very, very true. It's different for everybody. And some people can put in hardly any hours and have a hugely successful business. And some people put in a ton of hours and it just takes a little bit more work. So it just kind of, like you said.
And what she means is those who have a huge downline don't work as much, and those with no downline really have to work nonstop and keep going and going and going. Oh, and even those in the downline are the ones that keep going.
It's a hard question to answer, but I at least wanted to throw that in, because we do get people that are like, well, with it being social selling, like, how many hours you put in? So there's your answer that's not really an answer. Okay, last one I'm going to answer, and then I'm going to let Tara answer some questions and share some really exciting stuff that's going on with the company, which just kind of sets us apart a little bit. So stay tuned for that. Are there any hidden fees? And I love this question, to be honest, because being in a lot of different companies, I've sold for probably, I think, 4 different companies now before Red Aspen. Hidden fees are kind of a thing. And I'm so very thankful that Red Aspen legit has none at all. The only thing, and it's not hidden, it's not a hidden fee whatsoever, it's very much outlined, is that 3-month website that you get, that 3-month of your website that you get when you sign up for free. That then becomes a $8.99 a month fee that you pay, and that is it. It's not hidden. It's not like, oh, we're going to take out this little thing, like a transaction fee here when you place an order, or we're going to take out a little ambassador fee here, or a little, shipping fee that's a processing fee of some kind. Like nothing, none of that. So this is a very easy question to answer because no, there's nothing.
And I also think it's awesome that we only have a one-time sign-up fee. It's not an annual fee. It's not, like I know a lot of other companies have a renewal fee to be a consultant, a distributor, whatever you are for your company. They always have those annual fees. So this is a one-time fee and you're done. And so there's 2 options to that website. There's $8.99 or there's $14.99 per month. You just get more. You can create more reports. I always tell people, don't even worry about that upper one until you hit, like, your team starts to grow and you need to be running more reports like that. But $8.99 a month is so affordable for a website. I mean, we're literally paying for our whole website. We're paying for the company to pick, pack, and ship all of our orders to our customers and handle everything from the back end. We literally just have to share it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's so true. There's like nothing. But I'm so glad you said that about the annual renewal fee, because there are so many that do that, and Red Aspen does not as well. So please rest assured that you don't have that. Yay. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into Tara. Probably some of the questions that I'm going to answer, or that I'm going to have her answer, I've talked a tiny bit about, one of which is, do you have to build a team?
Yeah, and I love this about Red Aspen. I love so many things about Red Aspen. I'll probably say it a billion times tonight because this company has my heart. But you do not have to build a team. Okay, we have a sales track and then we have a team track, and we have plenty of people that will come in and they only want to share the product and make a commission on it. They don't have the time, they don't have the desire to run a team, and that we understand that, and that's completely fine. And you can actually, because you make anywhere from 25 to 35% commission, plus you can earn free product through hosting your own pop-up. That's a whole nother thing, which I can touch on, is you can so say we refer to parties as a pop-up here at Red Aspen. And if you were to host a party or a pop-up for me, you would earn free product for sharing that product, and I would run that pop-up for you. As brand ambassadors, we also have the opportunity to have our own pop-up open. We can share our link to our pop-up, and we earn, on top of our commission, we will earn free product too. So with that free product, we can, obviously, we're going to take care of our own supply first, right? But then we can also do giveaways for our customers. We can gift things to people. We can do team incentives. I love to do that with our team. If you're working your business, just, send them a little something. And we can also turn around and sell that for 100% profit too. So on top of the commission that you're already making through sharing your pop-up link, you're also having that ability to sell all this free product that you earn just from sharing your link. You earn that and you can sell it for 100% profit on top of the commission, which makes it insanely stupid for the amount of money that you can make just for working the sales track, right? Stupid in a good way. Stupid in a good way. We won't tell them that we think it's stupid.
No.
But anyways, yeah. So you can do sales track, you can do team track, and we could go on and on about. Gretchen talked a little bit about the comp plan, and that's something that if you are interested in this opportunity, if you're listening to this replay and interested in the opportunity, you can reach out to your brand ambassador that invited you here, and they can go into more detail with you about that.
Yeah. It's we have a whole entire thing that lays it all out for you. It's not a complicated system at all, like I said, but it at least allows you to see it, because some people are very numbers focused people. And so they like to see that. So please reach out and they can definitely, the ambassador can get that to you. But I'm so glad you touched on the pop-up thing, because that is a huge benefit.
Huge perk. Yeah.
You could so many free things. I think I have $1,000 in pop-up rewards that I still have to claim, and I'm
just sitting there. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh,
and they never expire. So they never expire. Right, so that's good. You can wait for a brand new launch of a system and be like, oh, here we go.
This is free. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So next thing, which I think is a huge thing, because a lot of companies have this, is there a sales quota at all?
Ooh, yes. I love this about Red Aspen, that there is not a sales quota. We do have technically 120 PV, which is $120 worth of product, is what they consider sales active for the month. Technically, I mean, unless you're looking at, we do have a dashing start program, which is your first 60 to 90 days. That part can help you as far as reaching those bonuses that you can get just for working your business in the first 60 to 90 days. But other than that, really, they're not going to say, okay, you have to sell $120 worth of product in order to get paid. No, you make it from $1. Okay. So no, there are no sales quotas. There are no monthly minimums or anything like that. The only thing that I will say is that in order to stay,
I did review a bit of the comp plan. It does say a personal volume, so I'm believing what she's saying is wrong. But like I said, I will share it on the screen then of their comp plan.
Active with the company to keep your brand ambassador name, you have to sell or purchase a cumulative of $240 over the course of 6 months. To me, I'm like, I spend more than that on myself. So, so yeah, but that's really it. And then as far as $240, it hits 240, or you don't hit that $240, there's no punishment. They're not gonna like get the whip out and give you backlashes. They're going to just deactivate your account, and that's it. That's it. Okay. So it's really, really amazing.
Yeah, no penalties at all, which is really great. Yeah. So if over that 6 months they go inactive and they're like, oh shoot, I really wanted to keep that active status, what does Red Aspen do if you wanted to pick that active back up?
Yeah, as long as you just want to go right back under the same person that you were under before, you can just email them and they'll reinstate your account. That's it. If you want to sign up under someone different, there is a 6-month probationary period. So otherwise you just start your business like you would start from scratch.
Perfect. Okay. So I know this is we touched on this a little bit, but how can I make this into a career versus whether I just want to do it for fun?
Yeah. I love this question because I feel like no matter what you're going to do, even if you're going to build this into a career, you're going to have the time of your life here. You really are. They keep it fresh. They keep it exciting. They keep everything. We are consistently coming out with new products every single month. Our nail dashes, we come out with how many different styles, with the trendiest styles every single month. I mean, we don't get bored around here. Let's just leave it at that. Okay.
No.
It's like if you want to build a career, it's all about choosing your mentor. Who's mentoring you? Is there onboarding? How are you going to be trained? Are they going to help you as much as you need? What tools? What tools do you have in your toolbox? And I will say here with this team and our corporate team, Wink Society, we have got every tool in the toolbox for you.
Truly.
Okay. We have a training on anything. You could ask me any question and I'd be like, I'll tag you in this training, because there are so many trainings from so many amazing leaders within our team that can help you get started. So
very true.
Kind of long-winded.
No, it's all good. I do too. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like even if you did just start off Red Aspen for fun or for the discount to get on the product, which I mean, why wouldn't you? It's amazing product. And yeah, there's a huge benefit to just getting a discount and getting money back. So you can always very easily transition from doing it for a fun business to a career type of thing.
I've seen it so many times.
Even
so
if
many
you don't
times.
want to, right?
Even
Like,
if you don't
so
want
many
to, you're
women.
like, it kind of just happened.
Yeah. Which I'm sorry for you if that does. Like, I really am.
But it does. It happens so much because so many people have these preconceived notions of this industry. They think it's scammy. They don't want to have to run a team. They don't want the pressure of having to meet goals. They don't want to, have a team rely on them to.
Or they also don't like feeling like they have to manipulate people to get what they want. And they don't want to reach out. Some people aren't good at that. Then that should be okay. I just don't like that aspect. It just drives me nuts. So like, oh, this industry. I don't know, maybe because you guys should do something more ethical. Have your own small business, because you are not a small business owner. You don't fall under that category at all. You're a 1099. That's all you are. Not an independent, like, small business type thing. You want to do it yourself. For real. Not with a company.
Meet those goals and all that. But I feel like we're changing that up here, and I'm so proud of this company for just having a different outlook on things. They truly want. I've been with this company for 3.5 years, and I just like Gretchen, and we've seen how different it can be. So many people have a bad taste in their mouth about direct sales.
Oh yeah.
And rightfully so. There are so many companies out there, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. There are amazing companies out there, and there are companies that have all those hidden fees and all of that. Okay. That's what has put the bad taste into people's mouths. Unfortunately,
I don't think that's entirely what they have the bad taste in their mouth about, but that's sure part of it, I guess. But, I mean, unless you're not looking at it from the outside, of course you're going to think it's something else, like, minute. But from those that we've heard in the anti-MLM community and even horror stories, a lot of those times it's not about that.
The ones that have to put the positive spin on it and try to kind of rip up that old playbook and start fresh and show people that this really can be done in the right way. So I'm really proud of Red Aspen for stepping up and really going full blown with that.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree with you on that one. So a big thing too is some women are like, you know what, I don't have a lot of close friends. I don't have family that support me. I don't have just family in general. Like, I really want to give this business a go, but I don't have a huge network of people, a huge circle of people. So what would you say to people who are like, how do I meet new people? Or can I build a business on a small circle, right?
Yeah, I think this is such a great question because that's what the limitation of direct sales was in the past before social media. And social media, I've met pretty much, all of you on social media. I mean, I will say probably like 95% of my team, probably 98% of Legacy Tribe is from, I don't know, probably 99%. Who knows? Like that's the beauty of social selling is that your circle just keeps getting bigger and bigger if you're going to put yourself out there, create those interactions, create those relationships with people, and just build on that. Like I have met some of my best friends, my closest friends that I talk to at least on a like every third day basis, if not every day, through this company, through this. And they're some of the most uplifting, supportive, and empowering women I've ever met in my life. It's insane. Oh my God,
yeah, no cattiness, no drama. It's unreal.
I doubt that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I have to give a huge shout out to our corporate leader, Cassie Hackett, who is the leader. There's 4 corporate teams in Red Aspen, and she is our corporate leader. I invited her here tonight. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us. She had some prior obligations, but she really does a phenomenal job at protecting our culture within our team. Our team has something that is very rare, and very special. It's insane. And she's created that. And I think it's so awesome how it kind of starts at the top and just trickles on down, because the quality of women that we've drawn into this team is amazing. It blows my mind at just how many amazing people have been brought into our team. And everybody just kind of picks up on that culture. It's really, really special.
It is beautiful. It's truly special. There's no cattiness. There's no drama. There's no
culture.
Better than me. There's, oh my gosh, you're doing better than me. Like, way to go. What are you doing different? Like, tell me your secret. You know, there's.
I feel like they have this mentality that it's like there's room for everyone at the top. You know, it's not just. Can you imagine being at the top by yourself? Like, how lonely.
Which you most of the time are. So no. They say that, but and the reality is no, you guys aren't. You're more like, because she probably joined in early. She has a huge downline, and I've even seen her recent story or live, and she's interesting. So I'm gonna have to watch her a little bit more, but she has a more likely a huge downline. But you're going to be the only one at the top, more likely, because they're doing all the work for you.
Would that be? You know, like I want all my sisters there, and I want to be like linking arms and hugging on everybody all at the top together. That's the goal here. So,
oh my gosh, for my extroverted self, I'd be like, where are the people? I need people. It'd be so awful. Oh gosh. All right. One more question, and then we'll dive into, I'll let Tara kind of take the reins and share some exciting stuff that's coming up for Red Aspen. But this is another huge question that we ask because a lot of companies require it. Are you required as an ambassador to carry inventory at all?
No. And the previous company that I was with, we pretty much had to. We had to, because when I was with that company, we were going through a major out of stock crisis. And if you didn't get your hands on the product, I mean, you were
Alonzo.
Screwed. You were screwed, you know, and I had to fork up all of this money for all this product in order to make sure that like I could even make any money. My customers could even get their hands on products. It was ridiculous. But I know with Red Aspen, we did kind of go through a little bit of a stage of out of stock crisis back last summer. Who could have predicted, you know, that Rona was going to make her appearance? But, you know, for the most part, that is the whole goal here with Red Aspen is we don't want anybody to have to invest a ton of money into their business. We want people to come in at an affordable rate and be successful from day one. But you can, like I talked about before with the pop-up, you can earn product. Slowly, that's how I built my whole entire inventory. I do carry product on hand, but it's because I earned so much product for free that I slowly built that inventory up over time. I'm kind of giggling because you're going really dark on me over there.
I know. I'm like, I'm here. I promise I'm still here.
You see the light from your screen.
Another storm came through, and I'm like, okay, it got really dark now. I gotta find a flashlight. I need to go find a flashlight.
You should be telling ghost stories. Oh, I love it.
Well, it's a good thing because we're hitting the end of here soon.
Oh, so, right.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those you have inventory without paying for it, and whether you like it or not, because you get so many free things. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I know there's a ton of other questions that people might have, but those are kind of the basics. Again, this plan, this business isn't complicated at all, which is why I love it. It's such a simple process. You can wear the products and you get to share the products. That's basically it. And women love hearing what's going on and what's new, especially like if you're into the Enneagram. I'm a 7. And so I literally am like, I got to try all the things. I need to try all the new things. And so it's amazing because Red Aspen's just coming out with new things. It caters to my 7, like wholeheartedly. But Red Aspen is in the pre-launch phase of something really fantastic. And I will let Tara dive into that because it just kind of It showcases how innovative Red Aspen is and how they really do truly think outside of the box with every single product that we have in our line, truly. So I'll let you kind of take it away and share a little bit about that, our fearless leader there.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I have to give the props to Jeannie Reese. She is our chief strategy officer and one of our owners at Red Aspen. She is the brains behind all product development. And I don't like all the research that she has. She does research all day long on products. She's tried everything. I've seen a picture of her work area at her office, and it's covered with all the products because she's testing things like what's the best out there, what is going to be the future, what do people want to see. And I love that Red Aspen will listen to what brand ambassadors are wanting. You know, that's one of the best things. If we're all asking for it, they're going to give it to us, and that's the beauty of it. Now, I want to kind of like backpedal a little bit because I feel like this all just kind of all goes together and adds up and makes it even more exciting. Is that when Red Aspen first launched it in October of 2017, they only had 6 false lashes, a lash applicator tool, and our lash adhesive. That's it. That's it. That's all. And when Gretchen and I signed up, that's all we had to say.
Yep.
And yeah, it's insane to think, you know, how many people have jumped on board since then. It's insane, and how many products are available.
Yeah.
So we slowly started building that, and then in November of 2018, they announced to us that they were going to be launching nail dashes. And to me, I was like, wait, what? This is a huge spin on things. Like, I love makeup, but press-on nails, like I wore acrylics. I went to the salon every 2 weeks, spending over $60 a time, spending way too much time there. I was like, no, I like my nails. Like, I was thinking chintzy press-on nails from when we were little girls. You like,
yes,
you know, right?
Oh, yeah.
I will never doubt anything they do again because that they have completely changed up the world. I feel like that might be a little dramatic, but to
Totally
me,
good.
I did. So in November they launched those. So again, you know, the first company to come out with false lashes in the industry, which is really cool because now there's a few of them out there. Mm-hmm. The first company to come out with a reusable pop-on manicure. Again, they came out again with, they actually offer benefits to their brand ambassadors. So we do have health insurance, all that kind of stuff available through. I'm not going to go into detail on that because I don't choose to use it because we go through my husband, but I have a couple girls on our team that have used it. If you are interested in that, you can always email the Treehouse and ask them for those details. They use a third-party insurance agent to give that to all of their brand ambassadors if you are interested. But we have that, and that is unheard of in this industry to be offered benefits. Okay. Then a little bit while later, I think it was September of 2019, they opened up an affiliate program. So different than the brand ambassador program, an affiliate program is basically affiliate marketing. So anybody that has a good social media following, they just want to share the product, or those that just want to kind of dip their toes into it, it's a free sign up to do that, but you make 10 to 15% commission versus the 25 to 35. So you make a lesser pay scale, but you do not.
I still feel like that's not affiliate marketing because I know Deanna talked on it, but you're an MLM. Regardless of what you're saying, you're still an MLM. The weight of it, you're still not getting paid regardless of how much you do. Are they really getting paid? Because that's the real question. If you're affiliate, you're supposed to be paid regardless because you're signed up with that person. But in MLM, you don't get paid for anything you post. So, in my opinion, this seems a little odd. It's just a little odd.
You cannot build a team as an affiliate. You don't get all the perks of having a pop-up and earning all that free product, but we do have that. So if you have someone, that has tons of followers on social media, and if they were just to share of my nails and that you had a link for them to go shop, why wouldn't you get paid for that, right? So one of the first in the industry to come out with an affiliate program. Now, you guys, I'm so excited. We just pre-launched this starting on Friday, this last Friday. We are, and all of us girls here have found out at the same time. We are so excited that we are now branching out into skincare equals tanning. Skincare infused tanning products. What? And I'm obsessed with the idea. I know that this is going to bring so many more people into our company, people that don't necessarily love makeup, don't necessarily get their nails done, but they love a good tan. They love to use these products. And why not use these products if they're healthy for your skin? I know I love a good self-tanning mousse. I love it. I've been using the Saint-Tropez forever. But is it clean? No. Is it good for my skin? It's probably not horrible, but it definitely doesn't have hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, and it's not plant-based. All of these products that we have coming out and coming down the pipe are gonna be changing up this world. And if I can tell you that a time to hop on board, it's right now, because we are gonna be shooting through the roof here, and we ain't stopping. So if I could tell you the perfect time to sign up, is there a perfect time to sign up? No, but you got to do it. You just got to do it. You've got to take the leap. You have to take that leap, and you just learn as you go. Learn as you go, and just never give up. Just say it right now. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to do this.
I hate this manipulative tactic, like, don't quit, never give up, don't leave. Just dive in, because they're basically wanting you to stay no matter what, because you give them their paychecks. Just be honest. Be like, hey, you are paying me regardless of if I do any work, but that's not what they're going to say. They just want to push people to stay because they need more people. Eventually they will run out of people. But yeah, okay, girl, go off.
I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my family, whatever it might be. Jump on board and go crazy with it. You will have so much fun. I promise you.
So much fun. Preach it, girl. Preach.
I wish I could. I think actually Nikki and I were talking about this earlier today, and we were talking about how special, she hasn't even been with us for a month yet, and she's already like promoting and doing all the things, and she's so consistent on social media. It makes my little leader heart so proud. But I just we were talking about how special this is, because she's no stranger to the industry. She is a coach with Beachbody as well. So this is like perfect for her following. She has an amazing following, and she is a coach. And how amazing will Self Tanner be for those that are excited about the fitness world? It's going to be phenomenal. So we were just talking about how special this place is. And I said, I wish I could just tell everybody. I wish I could just make everybody believe it without me sounding so cliche. But it really, really is something so special. And she's already seen it. And she's been with us for less than a month. So that's so exciting.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I've been seeing Tara's posts about you, Nikki. So way to go. Yay. So proud of you. It just goes to show, just being consistent in anything like this, and you're going to reap the benefits, whether it's right away or whether it's just being consistent and seeing the benefits a little bit further on. Everybody has their own journey, and the timing is different for everybody. But yeah, if there's any other questions that you guys would have, I know we're kind of hitting, we're a little over, 45 minutes here. So I'm checking in the chat question feature here, and I don't see anything going on. So, I
think that we just see this. Yes. We see this so much where people are like, I didn't do it. I just, it took me a lot to actually finally bite the bullet, because I hated that, spammy feel about, so many companies, and they were skeptical about the sisterhood or the girl gang. And I know we use those words all the time, but here it is so true. It's just unreal. And I just love when people come in and they see it right off the get-go, because really, you can come in to make money. You can come in to just have fun because you love makeup or you love nails or whatever it might be. But what you don't really expect to get out of it is the community of women that come along with it. And I can't speak for all companies, but I know with this one, you're gonna get all the love whether you want it or not. Like we are, that's just who we are here, and it's just everybody's biggest cheerleader. And if you're gonna put the work in, no one's gonna let you fail.
So very true. It is. Couldn't have said it better myself. And we could go on and on and on about this for hours, truly hours,
days.
But we'll cut it short because we don't want you guys to be here, and I'm going to be coming a little ghost here pretty soon. So,
I feel like we should wrap it up with a good ghost story. What you got?
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't do the ghost thing. It's not my jam. So,
all right.
I'll end it in that way. But no, in all seriousness, if there's any other questions that you have as you're watching the recording back, reach out to your brand ambassador who invited you. And if they can't answer it, they'll reach out to Tara, and Tara will definitely help them get that answer for you. But I think we covered pretty much the basics here. And it's such a simple thing. The basics are kind of it. So
yeah. And thank you, Gretchen, for facilitating, and just, you're always so good at you're so fluid with your speaking, and I always admire you for just stepping up and doing these events because it's totally your thing. I love it.
Oh, thanks. I'm not so fluid in everything, but words do not come very hard for me, so it makes it very easy. And then you're talking about something that you're passionate about, so that right there just
huge difference.
Huge
Absolutely.
difference. So. All right, well, with that said, while you guys can still see me, I'm going to sign up and say thank you. Sign up. I'm already signed up, but hopefully you guys will, and give it a go. I'm going to sign off here. And with that said, thank you so much, Tara, for answering all the questions. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, and we'll hopefully see you guys next month for another one of these. So
yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Sounded fun and interesting. So, yeah, I have so many questions about this affiliate thing. I'm going to definitely look more into it for Red Aspen. But as you can tell, it sounds exactly like the same as every other MLM out there. And if they think their thing is different, it's not. But I hope you all enjoy, and leave a comment down below, subscribe, share. I appreciate all of you who reached out to me when I had my little bit of a mental health couple days. But I appreciate all of it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.